Gregory Seal Livingston here. Got a lot to say, but I want to say it as briefly as possible. Look, the cover photo of this video is a photo of Patty Hearst, circa 72, 74. Patricia Hearst there as a member of the Symbionese Liberation Army with her M1 carbine. Patty, of course, is the granddaughter, the heiress to the Hearst media fortune. Her grandfather, Randolph Hearst, especially at that time, was one of the world's richest men. And the reason I bring her up is because I have a wonderful friend who served, who did time in prison with Patty Hearst and the Manson girls, you know, Charles Manson, Helter Skelter. And I never forget about a conversation she recounted to me. She and Patty were sitting on the bleachers. And they were watching the Manson girls do their thing. And my friend said she wondered aloud, "You're a rich white girl. Your family probably owned banks or owns banks. Why would you go around robbing banks?" And Patty said to her, "Girl, I just forgot who I was." That is a powerful piece on the micro, the personal, but let me expand that. I was privileged to be at an African Union meeting in Africa where the 52 nations meet and they try to come together to create a better Africa, right? I think Muammar Gaddafi was alive at that time. It was an incredible meeting. I was at another African Union gathering in the States, in Chicago, I believe in 2019. All kind of businesses there looking to do business with Africa and all these things. And we were talking about the empowerment of the continent. And I raised the point, well, what about military power, African military power? And I was scoffed at. People were like, "Why would you bring that up?" I said, how historical can we be? How naive can we be to think that global economic power and presence can be separated from military power? Because understand, what I realized is that I wasn't dealing with any pre-colonial African minds. I was only dealing with colonial, post-colonial African minds. What do you mean, Livingston? That Africa existed before white supremacy. Africa existed before Euro-American colonization. Africa existed before racism. Africa had markets. All humanity has always had markets, free markets, closed markets, regulated markets, unregulated markets, and on and on and on and on. But when you forget who you were, you then become the manipulated commodity of those who want to exploit you. So let me take this to another place. And so one of the things that I have worked on here since I've been living in New York is the whole reparations issue. And this really came to light to me when I found out that New York owned more slaves than any other northern state. Having said that, it is when we talk about what's owed the American descendants of slaves, right? Us black folk who are descendants of black-skinned African slaves. You see, you need power. You can't ask, you can't beg, but you must know how to demand and to leverage to get what is owed to you. There is no statute of limitations on economic justice. And see, I don't think racially. I think globally. I'm aware if you think racially, but I will not be trapped into thinking racially. That's a new construct, everybody, only about 400, 500 years old. And so all I'm saying is this: you have to remember who you are if you're going to get to where you need to go. Because you won't know where you need to be or who you need to be if you have no recollection of who you are. And the thing is, some of us have never known who we are. That's why I'm here. I'm here to say, look, God ain't never made junk. You are incredible. You are awesome. And I know this is hard for some of us to hear because we've been so wounded, injured, messed up. But that's the whole deal, everybody. That's why I have to keep coming back, and people like me keep coming back, keep raising it up, keep fighting, keep demanding. Do you hear me? Keep demanding. You need to have a pre-racism, a pre-colonial, a pre-white supremacy, a pre-anti-human mindset. And the way I get that, and what I want to tell you, is that we are made in the image and likeness of the invisible God. I like that because ain't no color, ain't no shape, ain't no size. It is talking about the essence of who we are. You see? So everybody, remember who you are. Let us rise up. Let us fight for what is right for ourselves and everybody. There is no separation or compartmentalization. And I'll see you next time. Never give up, never quit. God bless.